Felicia and I are on the auto train. It's like a land cruise. We couldn't get a cruise because there's this Hurricane Milton, the monster, blowing through. We couldn't get out of town, so we had to get out of town on a train. And a train is kind of like a cruise, right? I mean, there's meals here. They got drinks. They got a snack cart. There's a swimming pool downstairs.
Is there a swimming pool here?
It is. Lower level.
Which way? Lower?
You go downstairs,
Yeah.
make a left, go to the back, you'll find it right there.
I'll show you more about this later and give you a room tour. There's you take a shower over the toilet. Ew. I'll give you a room tour of the whole 411 on the Amtrak Auto Train. Coming up next. Sitting here about 15 minutes so far. The line just kind of sticks and doesn't move. And there's no one out here telling you where to go. We came in through the back. I probably should have tried to make the left, but it is what it is. So these super narrow rail cars on the left are actually the rail cars that hold your cars. They look so narrow, it's so deceiving, but there's actually plenty of room to put cars in there on both the top and the bottom. It's like the right lane is the one that goes a lot faster than the left lane. I think it separates in a couple lanes up there, so go right.
Can we start sending them before? What's the last name?
Yeah, that's some old school stuff, man.
Sure.
I like it.
All right, what you're gonna do, you're gonna go to lane 4.
4.
Although there's no number, you see that red, what is that?
Volvo?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Just pretty much go around it. It's gonna be in between the Volvo and the yellow lines.
Okay.
That's all.
Sounds good. Thank you, sir.
You have a wonderful trip.
You too, man. So you just drive your car up to your assigned lane, and then without telling you anything, they slap a magnet on the side of your door and hand you this thing with something written in Sharpie. I mean, there's no electronics going on here whatsoever. It's a miracle that this works as well as it does. It just looks like a race car. I don't know. It's kind of weird. There's nobody here really telling. There's a lot of guys walking around with cameras and stuff, I guess, taking pictures of expensive cars, make sure there's no insurance claims or whatnot. They're really walking around this Tesla a bunch of times. And they really don't tell you what to do here. So you grab the bags that you want to take with you onto the train and leave the rest of it in your car, which is really nice to have the flexibility. The average age here must have been 70. It was really interesting to see that demographic. And I guess these people know about this thing. This is the way to go up 95. And there can be a long line. You just take one person from your group because you don't need any ID and you don't need your pass. You just give them your last name and they check it off. You know what I found really interesting is when you get to the check-in counter, they don't even want to see ID. They don't want to see the QR code on your phone. I don't even know why it's even there. It's old school. It's like 1970s paper. No security checks, no x-ray machines. You just walk on anything. In a way, it's kind of nice to go back to that old school, but in a way, considering today's world, it's a little frightening because you don't know who's on your train. Now, the cool thing about the auto train is you can bring your auto on the train, which saves you, I don't know, 12, 16 hours, depending how fast you drive. But you got to leave your keys in your car and all your stuff in your car, except the stuff you want to take on the train, and let somebody drive it, so you have to have a little bit of trust. And I don't know, she looks pretty honest. What do you think? I don't see her eyeballing the stuff in there. I did leave $20 in my glove compartment. It was still there when I got back, so that's a good thing. She's checking her look. I wonder if that hair is natural. Anywho, they do this really weird thing where Mr. Happy walks around with a video camera. I don't even know if there's a real video camera. He doesn't look like a pro, right? I mean, he walks around all the cars, each one. I thought it was just the expensive ones, but he walks around all and he takes like video tape, or if he's even doing anything here. Kind of pushes the mirrors in, seeing if there's any dents. I guess it's for a liability perspective in case people, they must have filed claims against Auto Train saying, hey, that dent wasn't here, and they're trying to get some free car repair out of it. So he did this little Corolla behind me, which is, I don't know, not a high value car, I guess, so I assume they're doing all of them. Then he came around and he did ours, did the side. Couldn't catch it on my dash cam here, but look how happy he looks. That must be the best job in the world. So then they drive their car around like it's the Indy 500. It's actually kind of comical, but they got to get a lot of cars on the train, and there's 2 levels on this train. It's really interesting. I've never seen this before. It says when it's fully loaded like ours was, there's up to 330 cars, and I think someone told me they added an extra sleeper car and an extra train, or an extra car for the extra cars, I guess. I don't know what the term is, but they drive it up this ramp. So there's 2 levels. There's an up and down. And I don't know how this train holds all this stuff in there. And they look really, really narrow. It's kind of deceiving. There's actually room to walk by. I'm like, oh gosh, she's going to mow these guys down. But there's plenty of room on the side, and they just park real close to the right side here. And it looks like it's padded, and no trouble whatsoever. Our car was in great shape. She pulls it all the way up. She's actually driving through cars here. These are all kind of connected. These train cars, these rail cars are all connected. That's what they're called. And a car came back in one piece. We'll show you at the end. Stick around. So if you forgot to stop at Walmart, pick up some snacks for your train, here's a good place to do it here. It's a little more expensive. Not too bad, I guess. They have a full snack bar here, complete with, I think, all kinds of fruits and stuff, and milk and coffee and sodas. And they also have a bunch of meds here, which is really nice in case you forgot that too. I mean, it looks like a cruise ship kind of. There's a lot of parallels to cruise ships here. A cruise ship convenience store. Some books, magazines, they have pillows for your head. And it can get cold on some parts of the train too, so they sell hoodies and stuff. And hats, because you're going to have that morning hat head. And if you forgot your hat, So nice assortment of stuff here in this store, right in the Auto Train lobby. And then back out here. What I did is I wanted to walk outside. It was kind of hard to get through with all the lines here. People have the luggage in the middle of the aisle because they're not paying attention. And I went outside here, and they advertise this food truck with this robotic voice over the PA system. What they don't tell you is, I call this the $15 food truck, because everything is $15. Yes, you can bring service dogs onto the Auto Train. Didn't know that either. Hamburger, $15. Hot dog, $15. Taco, $15. Everything's $15, but you can get the fries are a special for $8. So, yeah. And then you can watch people drive your car around like the Indy 500 out here. These people, they like gun it. The guy's taking this Lincoln out here. Let's see what it could do. And they roll them on the train. It's amazing there's not more damage than there is, because those cars are pretty thin. And they're flying up these ramps, man. It's pretty cool. It's amazing that the logistics to get this done as fast as they did. Now, timing, you can sit inside or you can sit outside. It was kind of a nice day. I want to get some fresh air. It didn't smell like diesel out here, but people do smoke outside here. So if you're a smoker, you're going to come out here. If you don't like cigarette smoke, you might not want to go out there. This is our car, so we just kind of found a little seat next to our car. Now, some people told us they load at 3 o'clock. Well, apparently that's not true. It was 3:08, nobody getting on the train. And then next thing somebody told us they loaded about 3:30. Not true. This kind young lady took somebody's bag on. She must be a regular or something. She took her bag on, just kind of put it upstairs. But it's not 3:30 either. So a lot of people just sitting around looking, well, we don't know what's going on. And you could barely hear the announcements outside because the fans are so loud and the engine noise is just really, it's really heavy out here. So yeah, she took her bag in. I don't know what that was all about. Must be nice to have that personal service. And then 3:52, about then, we did hear somewhat of a message, something about boarding, and people started to get on the train at just before 4 o'clock. So factor that into your time frame.
Right up the stairs to the left. Thank you.
Got it. I'm only gonna 40 people outside my door, and everybody comes. You're up the stairs to the left.
It's tight. You okay with that bag?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Felicia.
Sinky. Oh. So I guess that folds down.
Yep.
A bunco.
A full-length mirror. What's all down here? Trash. Coat hook. Let's see what's in here. Oh, a toilet shower. Ew, gross. Toilet paper? Ew, toilet paper looks yucky. And a shitter with a drain. Whoa. And extra towels. And conditioner. Shampoo and hand and body wash. Wow. How does this fit? I think it'll be okay. We're gonna try this. We're gonna try this. Now the innards of this car is kind of old. They have a music control here, but it doesn't work at all. Nothing going on there. I guess that's better. And then you have a temperature control over here, along with an AC outlet. So that's nice for its alternate current. And you have some light controls and stuff over here. But that's about it. Pretty simple to use. You do have a closet over here to the left. And you can use that top of that, the closet, as a shelf. Put your cell phones and stuff. And there is a door that does close. Oh, I need to show you all the door. And so it's nice. It's a nice, smart way to store things in your room. They do close the doors at night. So that's nice. And this chair was a little decrepit. Kind of the seat has seen better days. And you have this nice table you can pull out here, which does have an imprinted checkerboard. And you can put your snacks on here, read, or your laptop, or whatever you want to do on the train. So there's a lot of sitting around doing nothing. But if you have a sleeper car, you've got some room to really spread out and plug things in. You can use your laptop. And there's even Wi-Fi on the train as well. I believe it's included. And it wasn't bad. Actually, at some spots, it was kind of very, very slow and unusable. And you could use the cell service because it's kind of like runs along major routes like Route 1. And there's usually cell towers out there too. So we finally pulled out of the station. It's a slow roll. And it takes a little while to get up to speed. There's a lot of weight. It's a tremendous amount of weight. I was really shocked to see that this train got up to a little bit over 70 miles an hour once it started cooking. Some spots were really bumpy. It felt like really bad turbulence on a cruise ship, which is why we're calling it a land cruise. Other spots were smooth as glass. Must be a new track or something. But it was a pretty pleasant ride. There's one outlet just above the, I guess, the left side if you're looking at it, bench. And if you have the right type of adapter, I'll put this one in the links. I love this thing. You get 8 USBs in here. And just about everything we need for iPhones, even Apple Watches, whatever. Then right outside our room here, there's a coffee station. So you can go outside, get you some tea, some coffee, some hot chocolate, and everything you need out here. And this is available 24/7. And the coffee was not bad, I have to admit. And all the fixings are up there too. It's a real nice stand. It's very, very clean and well maintained. Okay, so we picked the 7 o'clock dinner. We could pick 5, 7, or 9. It's one right in the middle there. And we had to walk down 2 cars. Now, have you ever seen movies of these trains in Europe where the hallways are impossibly small? This is where it is. Now, Herman here can't figure out the door. Ethel's already like 6 car lengths ahead of him. And finally Herman figured it out. And I had to walk through the cars. And sometimes these things move and they're shaky. You really got to hold on to the side. This is the snack or lounge car. There was never anybody in here. And the bartender was just cold, sprawled out. I guess he didn't expect any fun. So he just kind of gave up. And here's the dining car. It's nice tablecloths. It is plastic tableware and silverware. But nonetheless, it gives the impression of a nice little classy organization here. So be aware, if you're a party of 1 or 2, you will have to sit across from some strangers. But it's actually a nice way to meet people. We met a young couple who was running away from a terrible hurricane and heading towards their home in St. Pete, and this would be the second time they got smacked, lost a lot of their personal items. Felt really bad for them. Nice kids, man. But look at the food. It was really nice. I mean, it was a good presentation, and the food was pretty good. How was your dinner? It's really good, wasn't it? There's real flowers here. This is legit. This is nice.
It is very nice.
What'd you have?
I had chicken, mashed potatoes, green beans.
I had salmon. It was yummy. This girl had steak. I didn't eat a lot of it. I'm about to grab some. This is pretty good. They do a nice job on this auto train.
Video.
So. Whoa. Is this the sleeper car? Whoa. Okay. Scoozy.
Not gonna lie, these hallways are tight. If you're a bigger person, I have some problem getting through these things. Here is the strap for the top bunk. If you have a couple of people in there, if you just want to separate, this will hold you, and it should hold most luggage up there. If you want to put a bag or two up there, just make sure it is within that strap. And here is the blanket. They give you two of these, one for the top, one at the bottom. It's actually a nice blanket, and they are sanitized and shrink wrapped. No, you can't take it with you. They do recycle them and wash them. But no bed bugs. I was proud to report, and it kept us pretty warm. Actually, our car was just right. The one in front of us was freezing the entire time. There's some really weird things going on with climate control. But it was actually pretty nice in our room the entire trip.
Cozy.
So we tried to squeeze together in that bottom bunk. It's about the size of a twin mattress, and it's pretty tight. I was halfway on the floor half the night. It wasn't that bad. The pillows are pretty comfortable. We did see a lot of people bring their own.
It's very quiet here.
So it's morning here on the auto train. How'd you sleep?
Okay.
I maybe got an hour or two. I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah.
We did try to share one bed. That
We
might have
did.
been the problem.
We had enough room. I
It
had
was a
enough
little
room.
tight.
It's okay.
I was halfway on the floor, but who's complaining? And how was your breakfast?
It's okay.
Yeah. What'd you have?
A souffle.
That souffle too. It was kind of nasty, like right out of the microwave, but not in there long enough.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say that.
Yeah, well, let's be honest. We got to be real. That's why people love
That's
us.
right. That is
We're
true.
real, right?
That is true.
I understand they added another sleeper train to this because this is the last train out of Florida before Hurricane Milton has its effects in this area and would potentially stop the train from coming, although that's not going to happen until Thursday. So the room's not bad, right?
No, it's not bad at all. It's small, but it's not bad.
Would you do this again?
My own space like this?
Yeah.
I would. You?
So we pulled into Lorton, Virginia, just about on time, a few minutes after 10 a.m. into the auto train station. This is just south of the D.C. metropolitan area, right outside of, I guess, south of Springfield and Alexandria, a little bit further out off the beaten path. And 95 is like right here. So it's super convenient to get here, in and out of here. If you're heading up north, jump on 95 north. Will take you up to the entire northeast. You can go south from here, too, if you want to hit North Carolina or Virginia Beach or Williamsburg. Or I guess we were heading to Richmond for a wedding. And here's the cars pulling up now. So this happened pretty quick. We weren't even off the train yet, and they were already starting to unload cars. The priorities come off first. That is an extra fee to get priority service in your car off first, and it was sold out by the time we got to it, so we couldn't show it to you here. And then you just kind of slow roll. It was actually kind of a nice disembarkment, if you will. Everybody got off at their own pace. Nobody's really rushing. And here's some really interesting facts about the auto train and how much energy it saves and how many cars and passengers they'll put on there. I actually think we had more than 650 on ours because, again, it was the last one out of Florida. And you can sit here and watch inside or outside the cars come off those trains. And then they drive them down and bring them down, and then inside they will announce what time, or they'll announce your car when it comes off based on that little number on the side. So hopefully you wrote that down and kept it somewhere. But they don't check it. They don't check anything. You can drive off in anything you want here. Now, we walked in here. It smelled like poo. It was one of the nastiest. I was going to walk back out. It was nasty. I don't see anybody else making a face here. But this guy, maybe it's him. He was going to surprise us with poo. I'm not sure what's going on. It was terrible. So we opted to wait outside. They have a little courtyard out in the back where you can smoke and just hang out. And it's a real nice day, about 65, 66 degrees out there. Nice and short. It's real sunny. It was a perfect day to hang outside. We're here in, where are we? What's this place called?
Lorton.
Lorton, Virginia. People talk like this here. Is this the South?
I don't know.
and we're waiting for our car. So train pulled in, what, about 10:15ish?
Yeah.
What time is it now?
I don't even know. 11:36.
11:36. There ain't no sign of our car, so we're waiting out here. Ain't nobody making no announcements.
They are.
I think they're inside, right? There might be a board.
There's a board inside.
But it's crowded, and I'll be honest, it smells like poo in there. Did it smell like poo? You walked in there?
It did.
I don't know what that was. It smelled like poo in that bill. We had to get out, so that was not an option for us. So we got no numbers out here. So speakers, there is a board up there.
But the weather is wonderful.
It is nice here. It's about
is
what?
64.
60? 64.
Mhm.
We're enjoying getting some sunshine.
Yeah.
And our hour, 2 hours sitting outside, we're going to make it as pleasant as possible here at Auto Train Station in Lorton, Virginia. So it's fun watching the cars come off and they do different things. They actually take a tractor, looks like a lawn tractor, and they pull this cart with motorcycles on, like this special rig they have for motorcycles. And it's weird because it looks like it takes a little more time, although I think they charge less for motorcycles. So they get in your car and they will drive it off the train. I was going to ask them if they'd let me do it, but I had a feeling it would raise some eyebrows, so I didn't do it. I let the professionals handle it. And they drive it off the train nice and safe, no problems. We did check our car. We noticed there's no dents or dings or anything. So they do a nice job with it. It's amazing. Again, the logistics of this entire process just blow me away. I wish there was more of this throughout the states. And again, the only thing that did trouble us was the lack of oversight. Because, well, A, they're not checking anybody's bags. There's no drug sniffing dogs. I mean, the things you can get away with, you could bring just about anything you want on this train. Or put anybody you want on there. There's no checking of anything. I don't know what they're doing in the background, but it seemed pretty 70s paperwork to me. And also, they don't check your ID or anything when you pick up your car. You have that number written down, but no one looked at it. So if you see a nice car there, this guy's battery died. That was pretty funny. But you pick any car you want. You see a nice little Beamer in there, drive off with it. Nobody's going to stop. Nobody's going to ask you a question. They are not checking a thing. And that did trouble me because I wouldn't want somebody to run off with your car. You know what I mean? There's bad people in the world, and you got to be careful. But overall, I think it's a pleasant experience. It's really nice to be able to chill, lay out, and eat a meal rather than being on the road that long, dealing with all those people and traffic, and especially driving at night, too. It's just no fun. It's just not safe. This is a way to work around that. I like it.
Should we just grab and go? What the hell happened here? Should we just get in and go? No checking anything? How do they know this is my car? If I could get in any one of these cars, we'll just go.
It's a grab and go situation.
Weird.
Hey, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We're going to do lots more travel videos coming soon.